Okay, everybody. Well, our practice today, before we hop into dropping into our theme and all the magical, physiological, physical layers as well. Happy spring. We have made it to springtime. We've been really Minnesota. Whoa. All right, I've never been. I heard it gets real cold up there. So happy spring. Some parts of the country maybe feeling less like spring, but nature is doing its thing. Right now, we're getting more moisture in the soils, we're getting more sunlight. We're really making this shift out of darkness, out of winter, and into light, into spring. So where I am in Austin, Texas, things are starting to be so vibrant, like the colors of the grass and the tree leaves, and we're seeing all these beautiful bluebonnets and wildflowers. It's looking really beautiful, but we're seeing with our own eyes and feeling with our own beings this transitional, this shifting away from something and into something new. And we are as much of nature as nature is of us. So that is really what our practice foundation is about today, tending to our own nature, to our own garden, and nourishing and nurturing our own soil, our own mind space, our own internal landscape. And we really can do that every time we step on our mat. We'll let that be our foundational intention today, to nurture ourselves. So if I offer you something via asana or even breath or a transitional movement, if that is a way that can nurture your body, lean into that. If there's another direction or another shape or variation to a posture that might feel like it better resonates with how you can tend to your own being today, lean into that. Okay. Now we also are incorporating a hand mudra into our practice, Kali mudra or steeple grip. So hand mudras or gestures can just help redirect our energy and our consciousness to something or around something. And Kali mudra, Kali is the goddess of fearlessness and empowerment. You might also have heard of her being the goddess of death and destruction, destroying the ego. But really what she's doing is relieving, reducing, removing illusion, and bringing the unconscious to the conscious, bringing the dark to the light, similar to what's happening in nature right before us. So I want you to think about today. Is there any particular seed of intention that you'd like to plant in your own garden, into your own soil on your mat today? You can tend to and nurture through your breath, through your movements, the way that you respond to what comes into your field of awareness, that you'd like to see bloom and develop over the next hour, next few days, next month, or next few months. It doesn't have to be definitive, right? But if your goal or your intentional seed today is peace, how can you move in a way that can bring more peace to your being? So just something to think about. Let's get started though in an easy seat. So if you'd like, you can begin cross-legged or sitting on your shins. I do recommend though that you elevate your hips onto a blanket or a block. I'm going to sit like a hero's pose variation. I have a rough around the edges knee, so I'm going to take a blanket and just bring that underneath my knees, but allowing them to fall lower than my hips are, so that my pelvis can tilt forward, my tailbone can go back, freeing up a little bit more space on the low side of my pelvic floor. So when you find the seat that feels best for you, rest your hands on your thighs, palms face down as a symbol of grounding and rooting, or flip your palms up as a symbol of opening and receiving. And just start to soften or close down your eyes. Begin to move your awareness inside. You may gently ask your spine to realign itself. You may feel the shift back or forward in your seat, just so that your skull is above your shoulders and your shoulders above your base. How does it feel to be and reside within your body today? Just notice the way your body is welcoming breath and giving back the breath. Is there a certain cadence or texture to the way you're naturally breathing? And is it warm or cool? Is there a moistness or a dryness to it? And consciously begin to deepen your breath. To keep your awareness, full focus, wrapped around and through the state of your breathing. We'll be working with a lot of twists today, and twists bring about this energy of stamina or balance. We can further support this balance with our breath. So shape your breath in a way that brings balance to it. Your inhales and exhales become the same length. You may count in your mind 4 in, 4 out, or find another range that speaks to you. Breathing in, feeling how your ribs expand out in all directions. Every exhale, your stomach draws back slightly, and your pelvic floor lifts just a little bit. Breathing in, ribs expand, stomach goes out, pelvic floor relaxes down. Breathing out, core draws in, pelvic floor lifts, and your shoulders soften. And we'll add on Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, or alternate nostril breathing. So take your right hand into Vishnu. You'll bend the first 2 fingers in, keep your thumb, ring, and pinky extended. Seal off your left nostril with your ring finger and inhale just through your right nostril. Seal with your thumb and exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Keep that flowing on your own for 3 more rounds. Focus on the breath. Follow the breath. The way you'll complete this breath work is by exhaling out of the right nostril. Then when that comes back in a rotation for you, you'll exhale completely out of the right side. Lower your right hand down and inhale, exhale through both nostrils together. How does that feel? Let's keep the breath balanced. We'll start moving. Lower your chin toward your chest. Blink your eyes open, lift your gaze, make your way back. And grab whatever you're sitting on, move it to the side, and come to sit on your bottom. So if you're in that hero shape, swing your legs around forward. Plant your feet on the ground about max width out in front of you with your knees bent. Rest your hands back behind you and then start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. A little bit of release for the low back.
Drop your knees over the right side and come to sit up on your right hip bone. Yeah, so your chest is facing your right shin. Slide your shin bones out until you find two 90-degree angles in your knees. And flex your feet back. Push them down where they touch the floor and sit up tall. Okay, now bring your right fingertips to the floor beside your right hip and take your left hand onto your right thigh. Just breathe in, push into the floor, sit even taller. Exhale, use your core to twist your chest to the right. Another breath in, lift your chest. Exhale, turn your rib cage to the right. And breathe in, sweep your right arm out and up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Take a deep breath into your right ribs, turn your rib cage to the ceiling. And a full breath out. Breathe in, raise your right arm. Exhale, release it down to the floor. Sweep your left hand back by your hip. Lift your knees and windshield wiper a few more times. So we've been working with this flow all month long. I've given you a couple different variations to shapes and also the sequence. So how does it feel to start working into these postures again if you've been with me all month long? Okay, and come to sit up on your left hip bone now as you drop your knees that way. Take a moment to slide your shins out to the 90s. Flex your feet, push them down, and sit up tall. Left fingertips beside your hip, right palm lands on your left thigh. Take a breath in, lift the top of your skull as you tilt your tailbone back a bit. And exhale, twist your heart to the left. Every breath in today creates more space, more length in your body, so you can use that space as you exhale to twist more. And breathe in, stretch your left arm out and up. Exhale, side bend over to the right. And turn your right front ribs up to the sky. Bottom ribs, turn them up. Breathe in, left side. Full breath out. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, release it down to the floor. Sweep your right hand back by your hip. Lift your knees and windshield wiper a few more times. All right, then come through center with your knees and slide your feet about hips width. You can keep your hands behind you for Navasana, boat pose, or sweep your arms forward, palms face up. You can have a bit of a round in your spine, that's fine. If you'd like to lift your chest, you might play with how that feels in your back. When you lift your chest, can you roll more onto the lower booty bones? And then you might lean back a little bit there and lift your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low boat, lower back to the floor. Extend through your legs, so straighten your knees. Hover your shoulder blades and your heels from the floor, and then squeeze your glute muscles. And when you squeeze them, does it lift your legs a little bit? Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor, soften for a moment. And breathe in, stretch your arms back, point through your toes. Exhale, pull both of your knees into your chest. And you can rock side to side a few times, massage your back body. And grab the backs of your thighs here and start to rock and roll the length of your mat. Forward and back, up and down, get some momentum. You can rock yourself up to a tabletop. You might cross your ankles, roll over your shins, or just rock to a seat. Swing your legs around the side and come up that way. Now we will be on our knees for a little bit, so if you'd like to bring a blanket for some additional cushion, great choice. If not, no worries there. And spread the webbing between your fingers. We'll just take a moment here to bring your fingers in toward each other. So both middle fingers touch at the center of your mat. Keep that. Heels of the palms are down. Just spin your fingers straight forward. So your wrists are right above elbows, elbows right below the shoulders. And press the tops of your feet down. Let's breathe in to cow. Dip your belly. Lift your tail, your chest, and chin. Exhale, cat. Tuck your chin first. Round your upper back, mid back, low back, and curl your tailbone in. And breathe in to cow again. So first tilt your tailbone up, taking it slow. Arch the mid back. Pull your chest forward and lift your forehead. And then exhale, cat, tuck the tail, round, low back, we're switching at this time, mid back, upper back, chin goes down. And we'll switch again, so inhale, cow, but first start with your head. So head goes up, and pull your chest through, so you kind of drop the ribs down and pull them forward, mid back, low back, tailbone lifts. So take about 3 to 4 more on your own. You might move as slow and articulated as you've been. You might just start to move the spine a little faster, whatever feels right. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop, hands and knees. Take your right pinky finger, the outer edge of it, to the top left corner of your mat. Like a pizza slicer, dig it down, drag it back to child's pose. So stretch it into the right lateral side. And breathe into tabletop, pull yourself forward, and exhale, switch. Left pinky finger, top right corner. Dig it down, drag it back to your child's pose. And breathe in tabletop, lift yourself up, and settle there as you exhale. All right, this time extend your right leg back. You tuck your toes under on the floor, or lift your right leg parallel to it, and pull your low belly in. So rather than creating like a cow shape in your body, you can level it out, parallel to the floor. Squeeze your right glute muscles and turn your big toe down. You lift up onto your left finger pads, or reach your left arm straight forward and take a strong breath in. Exhale, crunch left elbow to your right knee, round like a cat. Inhale, extend, get long. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and round in. And stay in this little seed shape, plant your left palm, keep rounding, push the floor away. Inhale, extend your right foot back. Exhale, tap your right knee to your right outer elbow, like you're a dog about to pee on a fire hydrant. Lift your outer foot higher. Lift the foot, because it's really internally rotating the thigh, but lift the foot more. Squeeze the butt. Inhale, kick your leg back. Exhale, cross your right toes over the back left side of your mat. Your toes can tuck under there as you look over your left shoulder. Stretch more through your right side. Breathe in, take your knees down between your hands. Exhale, cross-legged child's pose, backing down to the right side. So bend your right knee, stack it behind your left. Sink your hips back and down. And it's less about how deep you can go, right? You might lower just a quarter of the way. That's usually where I hang. My thighs are like good here. But squeeze the thighs together and create some space through your low back. And inhale, shift yourself forward to the cross-legged table. Exhale, you can stay here or tuck your toes and hover your knees while your legs are crossed. A little bit of yoga break dancing. Flip your dog. Spin your knees to the right. Drop your heels. Flip yourself over and stretch your right arm back. Yeah, right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cross-legged tabletop again. Lift your heels. Dip your hips down. Spin your knees around to the left. Set everything on the floor. And breathe in, raise your right leg behind you. Exhale, lizard. Step your foot outside of your right hand. You have some time to set this up. So check in with your back leg, check in with your front foot where it's placed. If you need to stretch it out a little bit or come in, or even go forward or back with the front foot, you can do that. Grab a block, place it underneath your hands, just to elevate yourself a bit. And breathe in, sink your hips forward, lift your chest, almost like a cow tilt with your spine. Exhale, keep your chest forward, half splits with your legs. So shift your hips back and keep a bend in your front knee as you flex your toes. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lizard, lift your heart. Exhale, half splits, send it back. Tailbone tilts up. 1 more time, breathe into lizard. Exhale, half splits. This is where we'll stay. So your hands are on the inside of your front leg. Keep a bend in your front right knee, just to encourage your spine to lengthen. If the leg is straight and we're super rounded, we're doing less of the compressive work. You might be feeling it here, right? But it's a little bit more effective if you can lengthen and then engage muscles to support the stretch. So dig your front heel down. Drag it back a little bit. Reach your chest forward and then fold. And how does that shift the sensations for you? Okay, final option if you like. Walk your block or your fingertips as far forward as you can. So from pinky fingers through your sides into your hips, you got a stream of energy there. One more breath. Inhale, lizard pose, shift forward. Set your right fingertips or block down on the inside of your right foot. Lift your back foot, kick it over to the right. Inhale, knee down, side angle. Stretch your left arm forward toward the front of your mat. So rather than up, take it forward. From fingertips to your back knee, there's a line of energy, open and flowing. And push your right arm into your right inner thigh. Take a deep breath in, turn your right front ribs up. Exhale, lizard pose. Left palm plant, spin your left foot back. Tuck your toes, lift your knee. Inhale, plank pose, step it back. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor, to your stomach. You can drop your knees first if you'd like. Untuck your toes. Slide your fingertips back to about nipple line. Hug in your elbows. And breathe into cobra. So push down, draw back with your palms. Already feel your body shift forward, right? And then pull your chest forward and up. Exhale, lower down. Two more like that. Inhale, cobra. Draw back, pull forward and up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Breathe in, cobra. Stay up here as you exhale. Take another breath in. You may hover your palms, lift more from your back. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, tabletop, press through your arms. Exhale, Balasana, child's pose, sink your hips, back and down. Now your knees can be close or wide apart. You find your child's pose. Now, with our Kali Mudra today, we'll be incorporating this energy of Kali to support us in planting the seed of intention into our own garden. Kali comes in because if there's any limiting beliefs or self-judgments that come about from planting the seed and then tending to your own soil, Kali is here to cut, to destroy the illusion of the judgment, the illusion of the limiting belief, to make way for our light, our consciousness to come about again and remind us that we are worthy of the seed, we are worthy of tending to our own garden. Let's breathe into tabletop. Then exhale, extend your left leg to the back edge of your mat. Toes can tuck on the floor or lift your left leg parallel to it. Pull your low belly in. Squeeze the bum, turn your toes down. Lift up onto your right finger pads or extend your arm forward. Breathe in, get long. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, round like a cat. Again, inhale, extend it. Exhale, crunch and squeeze. One more time, inhale. Exhale, crunch, round into a little ball. Stay right here. Plant your right palm, push the floor away. Inhale, drive your leg back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow like a dog on that fire hydrant. Lift the outer foot. Internally rotate the leg. Squeeze the bum. And breathe in, kick your foot back. Exhale, tap your toes down over to the right side. You can look over your right shoulder to stretch more. And breathe in, take your gaze down between your hands. Exhale, cross-legged child's pose. Back and down to the right side of your mat. Again, it's less about how deep you lower. Meet the compression, the thigh squeeze, the length through your body. Inhale, rise, cross-legged table. Exhale, you can stay or tuck your toes and hover your knees. Flip your dog, spin your knees to the left. Drop your heels. Lift your heart, get under your right shoulder. Breathe in, lift your heels. Exhale, cross-legged table, spin everything around to the right, set it down, raise your left leg as you inhale. Exhale, lizard, step your foot outside of your hand. A moment to situate your stance. And grab a hold of your block. Put your hands on it to lift your chest a bit. And inhale, sink your hips forward, lift. Exhale, half split. Keep your heart forward as you shift your hips back. Again, inhale, lizard. Exhale, half splits. One more time, breathe into lizard, lift. Exhale, half splits. Keep your chest forward as you tilt your tailbone back and up. With a bend in the front knee, keep the leg. Dig your front heel down, drag it back. Fold your upper body. If you'd like to add on, shimmy your block or fingertips as far forward as you can. Even here, can you wrap your arm bones in? Externally rotating the arms, but arm bones turn in, biceps. Turn out. One more breath. And inhale to lizard, shift forward, set your left fingertips or block down on the inside of your foot. Lift your back foot, kick it over to the right. And breathe into a knee side angle. Just reach your right arm overhead. And push left arm into left thigh. This can help rotate your left front ribs up. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Last inhale here. Exhale, lizard pose, right palm to the floor. Turn your right toes back, tuck them, lift your knee. Inhale, plank, step back. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor, to your stomach. Untuck your toes. Inhale to cobra or upward dog. You choose this time. Pull back, lift your heart. You might cover your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky, start to pedal your feet. Bend one knee, then the other, a little bit of yoga jazz. Shake it out. And breathe into tabletop, bring yourself forward. Exhale, heel sit. But keep your toes tucked. I'm gonna sit back on your heels. You can keep your hands down or walk them back. Bring them onto your thighs as you sit upright. If this is too painful at all, honor the body's request to create a boundary. You can tuck your toes or untuck them and set your hands down. This is where we'll take our Kali Mudra first. Interlace your fingers. Release your index, cross your thumbs. And breathe in, come to stand on your knees, sweep your mudra overhead. Exhale, Kali twist down to the right. So start to slice your arms diagonally down to the right and sit back on your heels with it. And breathe in, sweep it forward and up. Exhale, Kali twist down to the left, sit back too. Again, inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist down to the right. One more time, breathe it up. And exhale, twist to the left. Now this time, inhale, breathe it up. Exhale, bring prayer hands down to your heart. Interlace your fingers there, push your palms straight down. Breathe in, sweep your arms forward and up. Lift from your knees through your body, out your palms. Exhale, release your arms out and down to tabletop. Untuck your toes when you land, have the tops of your feet on the floor, shake it out. Tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe in, lift your heels high. Exhale, soften your heels down. Inhale, lift your heels high, look forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold at the top of your mat. You can step or walk your feet. Then bring a bend into your knees. Rest your stomach on your thighs. So rather than a big round in the back, let's find more length, almost like a cow shape to the spine. So knees bend, booty goes up, Chest reaches forward and folds in toward your knees. The fingertips can rest on the floor or block. Lean forward into your toes. Keep the belly on your thighs. Start to send your kneecaps back a little bit and lift your booty bones more. Take a deep breath in. Complete exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Your fingertips can stay on the floor. Bring your palms to your shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, lift halfway, almost like a cow, through your torso, pull forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain. Send your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring prayer hands down to your heart. Take a moment to soften or close down your eyes here. As you root your feet into the earth, at the same time, can you lift the top of your skull up to the ceiling? Now let your palms anchor you right here in your body. And taking this moment to revisit that seed of intention. Bring it into your heart space, into your mind. Planting it into your own very garden. You're worthy of the seed of tending to your own. You are nature, and nature is you. Let's take a deep breath in, welcoming spring, welcoming tending to and blooming. And audible exhale, release any judgments, any limiting beliefs to your bloom. Blink your eyes open, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, send your arms out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, bow to the earth, lead with your heart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step back, Dandasana, plank pose. Plant your palms, push down to the ball mounds and the toes of your feet. And as your heels draw back, pull the base of your skull forward. And deep breath in, press the back of your heart up. Exhale, Chaturanga, or lower to the ground. Breathe into your back bend of choice, up dog or cobra. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Drive your hips to the sky. You got 2 rounds of breath. Press the floor away from your palms. Create space between your shoulder blades on your back so the back of your heart can move forward toward the front edge of your mat. Roll your inner thighs up and back. Inhale here. Exhale to settle. Bring your thumbs to touch at the center of your mat. Thumbs touch. Breathe in to bend your knees, lift your heels, and look forward. Breathe out to Balasana Yogi Squat. Step or hop your feet outside of your hands. If you'd like to sit up on a block, always a great move here. Giving prayer to your heart as well. Then push your arms into your thighs. Squeeze your thighs into your arms. Then pull your inner heels toward one another. If you see the little bit of lift in my body, see if that works in yours. So squeeze your heels. You might feel your hips lift a little bit. This engages all of the complex on the outside of your hips. So much that you might also be able to hover or reach your arms forward while keeping the hips locked in place. All right, final option here is Bakasana Crow Pose. If you'd like a moment to play, go there now. Reach your arms forward. Farther forward you reach your hands, and the more you have to lean forward into your fingertips, the easier it is to roll onto your tiptoes and lift your feet. You still might fall and face plant it, and that's okay. That happens in yoga. That's how we figure things out a lot of the time. All right, wherever you are, take a deep breath into it. Exhale, chaturanga. Everyone step or jump back, high to low plank. Breathe into your back bend, push the ground away through your palms. And exhale, downward facing dog. Drive your hips to the sky. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Step, walk, or float. Inhale for halfway lift. And exhale, fold in. Breathe in, Utkatasana chair pose. Sit down in your legs. Send your arms forward and up. And this one, the legs start talking pretty quickly. Any of these sensations, if there's pain on our body's request, if it's a little bit of edge, right, a little bit of fire, so you can lean into that. This is yours to reclaim your power, your heat, your flame. Take Kali Mudra overhead. And breathe in, lift through your pointer fingers. Exhale, Kali twist down to the right, like we did, seating on our knees. So arms reach back and down to the right. Then inhale, breathe it up. Exhale, take it down to the left. Yeah, one more. Inhale, sweep it to the sky. Exhale, Kali twist down to the right. Now stay and connect your left forearm onto your right outer thigh. Just a moment to play. Lean into your right foot as you look down. Can you lift your left heel? Can you hover your left foot or tuck it into your bum like a flamingo? Keep the twist, runner's lunge. Slowly step your left toes to the back of your back. Inhale, crescent lunge with your mudra. So sweep your fist forward, up and back. Exhale, bring prayer down to your heart in your crescent. Interlace your fingers there. Push your palms straight down. And breathe in, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, release your arms out and down. And slowly tap your back into the floor. Ooh, flip your palms up, breathe in, crescent, drive. Exhale, warrior two. Drop your back heel to the floor. Reach out through your arms. Inhale, star pose to the left. Straighten your legs, kick your toes out, take up some space. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. So turn your left toes forward, kick your right heel back more than your toes are. Reach your arms straight out. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Then twist, raise your left arm to the sky. Deep breath in to create space. Exhale, use that space to twist your ribs up. You can stay or at horizon lunge. Spin your feet to the left. You may shimmy your left foot back a bit. So you can dip your hips and reach back. And breathe in, lift everything to the sky. Exhale, runner's lunge, spin your toes forward. Okay, add a challenge. You can stay here, drop your back knee, or hovering half splits. Bend your back knee, hover it from the ground. So just shift your hips back, and you might flex your front freaking toes. Breathe. Inhale, runner's lunge, shift forward. Exhale, cross-legged forward fold. Step your right ankle behind your left ankle. Take a deep bend in your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Find your mudra overhead. Exhale, side bend up and over to the left. Ooh, a little wobble there, squeeze your core. And breathe in, reach high. Exhale, Ekapada Tadasana. Uncross your right leg, the one that's behind, and pull it forward to your chest. Then abduct your thigh, open your right knee out to the right. Squeeze your bum. Lift through your fingers. Root through your left foot. Inhale, bring your leg forward. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Kick your right foot straight back. Level out your body, parallel to the floor. Squeeze your arms into your ears. You got it. Woo. Chair, plane, step your right foot up. Sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, forward fold to the back. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, fold, step or jump back, chaturanga, or lower to the floor. Inhale to your back with choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, Utkatasana, chair pose, sit low, take your arms high. Find your Kali Mudra at the top, and from your pointers through your tailbone, inhale for length. Exhale, Kali twist down to the left. Breathe in, sweep it up. Exhale, Kali twist to the right. One more time, inhale, take it up. Exhale, twist to the left. Now stay connect. Right forearm to your left thigh, look down. Lean into your left foot, hover your right heel. You may float your foot or tuck it into your bum. Keep the twist, runner's lunge, slowly step your right toes back. Inhale, crescent lunge with your mudra. Take your hands forward, up and back. Exhale, bring prayer down to your heart. Interlace your fingers there, push your palms down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your arms out and down, slowly tap your back knee. Flip your palms up, inhale, crescent lift. Exhale, warrior two, spin your back heel down. Breathe in, star pose to the right. Open, boom it out. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Right toes kick forward, left toes kick in, heel goes out. Deep bend in your right knee. And flip your right palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Hands cartwheel down to frame your right foot. Then twist, raise your right arm. Take a deep breath into the top of the twist. Exhale, turn your rib cage to the right and up. You can stay. Or add your horizon lunge. Spin your feet to the right, shimmy your right foot back to dip down and reach back. And breathe in, lift everything up. Exhale, runner's lunge, frame your right foot. You can drop the back knee or keep it lifted. Hovering half splits. Bend your back knee and hover it. Shift your hips back. You might flex your front toes. Unclench your jaw. You got it. Inhale, runner's lunge, lean forward. Exhale, cross-legged forward fold. Cross your left ankle behind your right. Bring a deep bend in your knees, soften your stomach down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, take your mudra overhead. Exhale, side bend up and over to the right. And breathe in, lift it high. Exhale, Ekapada Tadasana. Uncross your left foot, the one behind. Pull it into your chest. Open it out to the left. Flex your foot. Level out your hips. Lift up while you root down. Breathe. Inhale, bring your knee forward. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Kick your foot back. Level out your body. Reach and squeeze. Chair plane, step your left foot up, sweep your arms back. Breathe in, rise all the way up to the sun. Exhale, forward fold to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step or jump back, chaturanga. Flow your way to downward dog, or skip it. And when you find this downward dog shape, step your feet closer together. Breathe into three-legged dog. Lift your right foot up to the sky. Exhale, tap your right knee to your right outer elbow like that fire hydrant dog. Lift the outer edge of your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Squeeze it in, push away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Lift your hips, step through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take your mudra at the top. Exhale, Kali twist down to the right. And find prayer twist there. Connect palms in front of your heart. and widen your elbows. Now you can stay here. You may drop the back knee for a bit, or prep for side crow. If you're taking side crow, step your left foot forward to twisted chair. Then lift your heels, bend your knees and squat down. Then imagine there's another mat right beside you. Take your arms out. So rather than here, right arm goes out. Lean to the right, then lift your hips up. Get the booty high. Push your left arm into your right thigh, then lift your left leg. Lean to the right, chaturanga the arms, then pull the right leg up into the left. There might be space between the legs, that's fine. If it feels better to connect them, do it. If it feels better to keep them apart, that's usually what I do. So look, lean, lift, lift. When you've had enough, come back to your twisted chair. Step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, uncoil your spine, reach. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Breathe into star pose to the left. Take a moment. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. We've been here before. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep your left palm back. Exhale, side angle. Take your left fingertips to the ground or a block. You may place your elbow on your thigh. Stretch your right arm forward. Now you can stay. You may take your top hand to hip, add a half or full bind. If you'd like to play with running man or Ekapada Kundalini, running man arm balance, and fall off your knee. You'll sweep your right arm straight out to the right, almost like we did in that side crow. Reach to the right, spin onto your back toes, chaturanga your arms. Now you can hover your right thigh, right upper arm to your right ribs, or connect them to support it. Then lift the left outer foot, push off the back toes. You have to squeeze the extended leg's booty to lift the leg. If the booty is relaxed, it's going to be harder to lift the leg, so squeeze the bum to lift. I wish I could see you if you're trying it. Okay, come back to your side angle. Like, what the heck did I sign up for today? Deep breath in. Exhale, lizard pose, hands to the floor. Spin onto your back toes, drop the knee. Inhale, untuck the toes and lift your heart. Exhale, half split variation. Hips shift back. Inhale, lizard, lift your back knee. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Flow it or skip. And we'll meet in down dog for this last side. Step your feet closer. And breathe into three-legged dog, lift your left foot. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Lift the outer edge of your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow, push away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee toward your chest, lift your hips, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take your mudra at the top. Exhale, Kali twist down to the left. To prayer twist at your heart. Elbows wide and apart. You can drop your back knee or prep for side row. Step your right foot up. Then lift your heels, squat down. Take your hands out to the left like there's another mat beside you. Lean to the left. You gotta lean. Then lift your bum, get it high. It's easier when the hips are already lifted. Push your right arm into your left thigh. Lean to the left more, lift your right foot. You might squeeze your left leg up into your right. One side you'll notice might turn on a bit easier. One side might have a harder time turning on at first, and that's okay. You can always prep this side crow on your back as well. When you've had enough, come back to your twisted chair. Runner's lunge, twist, step your right foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge for the last time. Lift your heart. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in star pose, press it out. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right fingertips lower or your elbow does. Take your left arm overhead. Then you choose where you take the top hand and the bottom arm. If you'd like to prep for running man arm balance, sweep your left arm straight out to the left. Reach far to the left, plant your palms. Spin onto your back toes, chaturanga your arms, lift your right outer foot. You can support your left ribs or not. Push off the back toes, squeeze the bum to lift the leg. You gotta squeeze the booty. That helps extend the leg and lift it from the back. Now when you've had enough of that, come back to your side angle. You have one final breath in there. Exhale, lizard pose. Spin on your back toes, drop the knee, untuck your toes, breathe in, lift. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, lizard. Exhale, plank pose, chaturanga. Take your last vinyasa or skip it. And then we'll meet in downward dog. And when you find your downward dog, let's inhale to tabletop. Exhale, come around to a seated position, facing the front. Great work, everybody. Okay, so kick your right leg out to the right. Bring your left foot into your right inner thigh. And soften your right knee or bend it to sit up taller. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, twist to the right and fold over your right leg. You can grab your foot, leg, thigh, or rest your hands down. Pull your right thigh bone back. Turn your chest over your right leg. You have just 3 breaths here. Inhale, slowly walk yourself back up to a seat. Exhale at the top. Plant your left hand behind you. Inhale, stargazer, push into the floor, lift your body, reach back. Exhale, release, lower everything down. And we'll switch. Take out your left leg, bring your right foot up. Bend into your left knee to sit tall. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, twist left. Fold over your leg. And when you choose where your hands land, I'm just noticing the thoughts or feelings or even emotions unwind in the body here as you start to slow down. You are worthy of your seed, of that intention, of tending to and nurturing your own garden. That's exactly what we've been doing today. Pull your left thigh bone back. You have 2 more breaths. Breathe in, slowly start to lift yourself up into a seat. Exhale at the top. Plant your right palm behind you. Breathe into stargazer, lift it up. Exhale, lower it down. Extend both of your legs forward now. Bend both knees together. Grab your glute muscles, pull them back. Those booty bones come closer to the floor. You're sitting on those things. And breathe in, take your arms up, interlace your fingers. Flip your palms to the sky. And as you push up, tailbone presses back and down. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. So reach forward. And then release down. You can grab your feet, the backs of your thighs. Soften your gaze in. This posture is such a beautiful reminder that everything inside is interconnected. You know, this line of fascial tissue in our bodies called the back line that starts at our eyebrows, wraps around the skull all the way through our back into our feet. You might be tapping into that sensational chain right here. Can you take a deep breath into your back body? Complete exhale. Rest your hands on your shins. Inhale, walk yourself up to a seat. Exhale at the top. Lower all the way down to your back. When you get down to your back, pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side a few times. Massage your lower back. Find figure 4 for a moment. So feet plant, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right toes. And keep your arms relax, or you might grab your left thigh or your left shin bone. Your back body stays on the floor from low back to skull. Feeling into the spaciousness within your ribs, within your core, your heart on the front and the back side. Lower your left foot down, kick your right foot to the sky, and point and flex your right toes a few times. Then switch, lower your right foot, cross your left ankle for figure 4. You can stay as you flex your toes back or grab your right thigh or shin. Just feeling out through this side. Where are the sensations? What is the scale or range? Is there anything particular that my body is trying to communicate to me? Sensation is one of those primary communication conversations that our body has with us and that we receive within our body. You can lower your right foot down only when you feel pretty even and balanced, no rush. Kick your left foot to the sky, point and flex your left toes a few times. Lower your left foot down. Let's get set up for bridge pose. Feet plant, hands rest beside your hips. Inhale, lift everything to the ceiling, push into the floor. Lift your heart the most. You may scoot your arm bones underneath you a bit. Draw your chin back. Stretch your kneecaps forward. And soften your thigh bones down into your skin a little bit. So the lift is isolated in your mid-back and the front of your chest. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Widen your feet a bit. You might scoot your arms out from under you and windshield wiper your knees side to side. If you'd like to land in a windshield wiper twist, you can drop your knees one way, take a few breaths there. You might cross outer foot over the inner the thigh that's moving in toward the body. Stretch into the quads before you switch it to the other side. Again, take the outer foot, one closest to the groin, and cross it over the thigh that's moving in toward the body. And then you can release that and draw your knees back through center. Hug them into your chest. Supta Dandasana. Extend your feet up to the sky. Keep your low back on the floor. You can support your thighs or let your arms release anywhere, but flex your toes down. Drive your heels up. Press your low back down. A little shake is fine. A little heat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. If there's any final asana or movements that your body is calling for, now's the time to honor that. Happy baby or a butterfly, some knee circles, another back bend. And you'll find your way into your shavasana, your final resting shape. Great work today, everybody. When you find this shape, you start to settle in. Let your toes fall open. Your arms soften down, your rib cage release onto the floor. And today was about tending to and nurturing your very garden. Through intentional movement, through heating up the body, isolating muscles, support our actions, and connecting to our internal landscape, starting from the physical, through the breath, through the mind, and to the being. Just for now, give yourself the space and the permission to just be. Without doing, without judging,
anything that moves in and through the mind space into your field of awareness via senses. Can you allow all of these things to be just as they are, so that you may be just as you are? Loving awareness, divine, embodied, balance, rest. So our time together this Friday has come to its end. That being said, there is no need to feel like you must rush or hurry from this resting state you're settling into. I do encourage you to stay here for about 4 to 5 minutes more, but really as long as it resonates and it feels good for you.